contract and coming back here under a new coach. Could you just walk us through what that process was like?
For me, the process was full of excitement. As a kid and as you get older, going through Little League, the high school, college, to getting drafted and then to the free agent market, it's big. Again, you work your whole life for to reach an accomplishment like that and to be able to help take care of your friends and family. So for me, it was just exciting. Obviously I left it all in God's hand, and I let my play speak for itself. But ultimately, God put me right where He wanted me to be, and I'm thankful for everything that has happened.
Jamie, what's it been like getting to know Coach Glenn? What are your interactions been like with him?
It's been great. Coach Glenn, he's a great guy. He'll be a great mentor for us all. And, for me, it's good, to have a coach like that has played, and I can see where he's coming from and understand where he's coming from. As being a player, he can teach me how he saw it. And along with the other coaches, they also played as well. So just having all those different perspectives all in one is big for all of us as players.
Jamie, what do you think of the additions on defense, particularly Brandon Stevens and Andre Cisco?
I think they're great. Watching their tape, two phenomenal players. Cisco, we actually came out of high school at the same time in the 2018 class. I had a friend on Jacksonville, so I used to watch the Jaguars pretty often, and he's been a great player since college and high school as well. He's a ball hawk. Same thing with Brandon Stevens, very long, physical corner, and I'm excited to play alongside the both of them this season.
Jamie, along those same lines, how about Justin Fields? You guys are around the same age. He was kind of a high school legend there around that time. Do you know him at all? Have you faced him at all? What do you think about playing with him?
Just watching him, same thing throughout high school and college. He was a great player, like you said, legend from where he comes from. He did great things at the college level. I went to Auburn, as you guys know, and he was at Georgia. So, when he actually left Georgia, it was kind of good for us. He went to a different school because having a guy like that who can throw and run, that's kind of sometimes detrimental to a defense. So same thing for him. I'm excited and grateful to play alongside him this season. I can't wait to see him do great things.
Jeremy, what have the first few days of the offseason program been like? What are they doing with you guys? What are they trying to instill?
It's been great. It's only day 3, but it feels good. You can feel the energy, you can feel the excitement throughout the building, the intensity from all our coaches. For me, it's just, it just feels like I've known everybody since day one. But everybody's coming from different places. We got a lot of new people. But again, just to getting to know my new teammates, seeing my old teammates, and, just building that bond and those relationships amongst with each other. Main thing around here for these next couple phases is, just getting bigger, faster, stronger, and again, just building relationships amongst each other, just trying to change the culture and build an environment. Like you said earlier, we got new coaches, we got new teammates, old teammates, so it's just, again, mending all those relationships and personalities together to create one unit.
Jamie, last year was such a big breakout year for you, right? And huge season. What's the next step you feel like for you?
For me, obviously, continuing the same type of play, getting a little bit better each and every day. But for me, it's just taking a bigger leadership role. Just like we said, I had a big offseason signing a new deal. But for me, that only happened because of the teammates that I had. And to me, that doesn't mean nothing if I can't bring along people with me. It means everything that I can take care of my family now, but I want to help somebody else do the same for their family. So, teaching people the process and staying down the way that I stayed down, and when I got my opportunity, just rising to the occasion. So helping people study, play harder, doing whatever they have to do, so when their time comes next year and years to come, they're put in the same situation.
Jamie, what's it like not having Aaron Rodgers around anymore?
Aaron Rodgers was a great person, a great player, obviously. He taught everybody in this building a lot just in the 2 years he was here. He taught me a lot just from being a younger backer, seeing how he saw the defense plays. And, you know, obviously when we practiced against each other, he did great things with his eyes that helped put me in a position. So I can say, you know, he helped create a standard for myself and those other guys on offense. So he really basically left a mark on all of us. Again, he just taught us all so much in a short span of time that we can all carry the rest of our lives, the rest of our football careers. So he meant a lot to us. I'll say that.
Can you describe will there be a scheme adjustment for you going from what you played previously to what Aaron Glenn's and Wilkes' scheme is? He had bigger type linebackers in Detroit, so I'm wondering how you fit into that scheme or style of play you have.
Personally, I feel like we all fit in the same way that his guys fit in Detroit. You know, he kept who he wanted here, and, you know, going forward, as we get through these phases of OTAs, you know, we'll learn it. Right now, we're just going through, again, building those relationships amongst each other, getting to know our teammates. And the main goal right now is just getting bigger, faster, stronger. As time comes, you know, we'll understand and we'll get to learn how the defense will work. But right now, again, we're just trying to get to know each other better.